Alright. We are set and ready to go. Hello, travelers of the internet. Welcome back to Guardian Studios. Or if you are new to the channel, hey there and welcome to you. My name is JGardo1, and I am your host, your guide, and your humbled bard into the world's virtual... into the world's virtual... Sorry, I'm trying to drop off that one piece because in hindsight, it just doesn't make that much sense. And I'm very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of the newcomers, welcome you fresh to a Guardian Studios experience here on the YouTube channel. We are back in the world of Galabor now, my friends, where we have a lot of work ahead of us. And an LA missing. What in the world? Oh, there he is. For a second there, I was genuinely concerned that I had lost him. The little stinker. So, for anybody who didn't see the last session, I'll go ahead and explain what's happening. I went off on a trip to find powdered snow, because I need it for the next project I want to do. A gold farm. I have an iron farm. I can easily make a copper farm out of a zombie spawner by converting the zombies into drowned, in case anybody didn't know you could do that. However, I lack a source of infinite gold. Now, some people would say, why don't you just mine for it in the nether? A fair point. You can get a good amount of gold in the nether. This is true. But that supply is far from unlimited. And I'm aiming for an unlimited supply of gold. It'll also serve as a much better XP farm, too, because mob spawner XP farms are starting to seem kind of weak compared to what I need. Because I'm constantly needing more levels for enchanting purposes. Have I said lately how much I wish I could have my LA buddy carry leads for me, or collect leads for me? Hello, Ryan! Good to see you, my man. Hey, I'm glad you can make it to the stream. How you doing? You doing alright? I sure hope you are. I hope the same for anybody else watching, whether you're watching live or otherwise. Hope everybody is having a good day or night wherever you are in the world. I'm trying to make my way back to my base so I can get started on finding a spot to build the gold farm. I don't want it to be too far away from my my base, but I don't want it to be right on top of it either. I will say that much. Hey, nice, Ryan. That's awesome. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. I already have a fair idea of how we're going to build this thing, this gold farm. And I was able to find a tutorial from another Minecrafter to help me along the way that I'm pretty sure will work. Did a drowned really just try to attack me? Dude, that is the last thing you want to do. What a dimwit. Glad to hear that, Leo. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear you're doing good. Oh yeah? Lego Batman? You know, I've never actually sat down and watched any of the Lego movies. Granted, I've seen most of the Lego movie, but any other Lego movies I've never really stopped to sit and watch. I don't know, it never really appealed so much. Yep. Yeah, that drown should have seen it coming, if nothing else. You pick a fight with JGuard01, you pick a fight with your oblivion. Particularly if you're a hostile mob. Ooh, hello. A village. I wonder if this is a village I've been to before. Better go see. Well, they've definitely got some dumb villagers around here, because that poor guy was stuck. He was never gonna get out of there. Which means I doubt that this place has been looted by me before. Otherwise, I'd have probably taken the fences and fence gates from this spot already. Almost feels like they weren't meant to spawn in this spot. I'm trying to interact with you. I was trying to interact with your bed, dude. I get you, Ryan. I get you. Well, I hope you get to come back around and see whatever you miss when you do go. Alright, got the wolves. Oh, the little pup is... The pup is hurt. Let's spawn in another one just to be sure. I want to make certain that we bring back at least 2 of this new breed of dog. This new breed we need to have to add to our collection. Eventually I'll end up gathering all the skins of wolves and cats, 'cause I like doing that. Is satisfying collecting them all. Alright, shouldn't be too far away from home now. Just keep on running. So little guy's still following me? Yep, little guy's still following me, as are the wolves. It's snowing, Ryan? Your area's getting snow. Are you kidding me? Good grief. Sorry, my arm was getting a little itchy. Is that another village up ahead? That's another village up ahead. What in the world? There's a lot of villages in this world. Not that I'm complaining. That actually makes me very happy. Means I'm going to have lots of opportunities for working with villagers again. building a new villager breeder, building a villager trading hall if I so desire. Although, honestly, I kind of want to avoid doing a trading hall most of the time anymore. Ah, I see. I see. Ba-ba-da-dee. Ba-da-da-dee-dum, ba-ba-da-da-doo. Man, that didn't work. I'm trying to find my way up and over. I figure that's the best way to handle this, is just to go up and over. Where's the little guy? There he is. Okay. So that's the downside of the, having a pet along with you for the trip. It brings back the wish that there was a way to make it so that if you lose a pet somewhere, it can teleport back to a specific location for you to find them after so many days or something. Oh geez, a spider on your phone, Ryan? Yikes. Ah, and you gotta head out? Alrighty, man. Hey, thank you for being here, my dude. Appreciate it. I wish I could stick around longer, but I understand. Real life's gotta come first. So you have a good night, my friend. And thank you again for dropping in. See you later, alligator. It's a big old ocean here. Not a fan of the ocean. Ooh! Guess what else is here? One of my beacons! I just glimpsed it through the trees. There it is! We've made it back! We have made it back to Hobbit's Cove. Yeah, that's actually what I'm calling it. I'm actually calling it Hobbit's Cove now. Seemed like a very appropriate name for the area, considering it's got 2 hobbit holes, and it does happen to be a bit of a cove in this area. I saw these donkeys and figure I might as well grab them. Can put them in with my horse, assuming I do actually have a horse. All of a sudden I can't remember if I do or not. I'm pretty sure I do. We can put these little guys away with the horse, and they'll keep him company. Oh, I've already got a couple of donkeys in there with him. The nice thing is now I've got a new kind of wolf, a new wolf skin. That makes 3 wolf skins that I've acquired, but I've only got one of them. See, here's the one that I've only got one of. Poor little pooch, all alone. Gotta find out where this one comes from so I can go get another one of him. But that's a focus for another time. Right now, my focus needs to be on getting my inventory emptied out and putting some time into figuring out how and where we're going to build this structure that I'm after, a gold farm. I don't want to build it right here at Hobbit's Cove, though. I know that. Because that just wouldn't feel right for me. I may have to thin out my wolf pack, though. Looking at all these wolves scattered around, I think I may have to thin them out. There's so darn many of them, and yeah. I think that is going to end up happening. I think I am going to end up thinning out my wolf pack a little. Maybe grab a bunch and lead them off to the village. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and do that real quick. Let's do that. Let's take a bunch of our old wolves, and we'll lead them to the village, and we'll just let them hang out there. I'm actually going to bring most of these wolves with me. Gonna leave 2 of every skin of wolf here at the Hobbit's Cove. All the rest of these guys I'm gonna take with me. And we're gonna go over to the village where I've been doing all my trading. Wow, okay. Yeah, I've got an army here. It's kinda nuts. Actually, it's more than just kinda nuts. It's just flat out nuts. there is a good thing to having a wolf pack this big. A couple of things that are good about it. Namely, what's good about it is if you've got a bunch of wolves, you can overwhelm your enemies really fast. I do need to figure out where I want to do the gold farm construction. I need to figure that out before I get too far along into doing anything else, because the sooner this thing is built, the sooner I can have unlimited gold. Not to mention a much better means of getting XP. Oh, that's right. They can't teleport that distance, can they? There they are! Man, look at all these wolves. This is nuts. This is very nuts. But I love it. This is cool. This is very cool. And there's the little guy still hanging out. Good. Alright. In that case, time to get out of here. I actually kind of feel like I want to build the gold farm right over here. On this island here. It's out of the way, it's not right at Hobbit's Cove, but it's close to everything. Whoa, where did you guys come from? I didn't need you guys over here. What in the world? You're supposed to go somewhere else. You were supposed to be over at the village. Dagnabbit. Well, come on. Let's go get you guys settled in at the village too. There we go. Yeah, I think that's where I want to build the gold farm. Now, the gold farm that we're going to build is based on mechanics that I've already built a farm based on before. So, this is actually going to be pretty familiar in a way. Yeah, this is where I want to build it. Just gotta gather up all the materials that I know I'm gonna need. Unfortunately, I think some of the materials I'm gonna need are gonna include glass. It's gonna be a pain to deal with. But what else am I gonna use? Alright, hang on a sec, guys, because I gotta make sure my water is filled up. Be right back. And I'm back. Water is full and I'm ready to get back to business. Alright, so we got the powdered snow. I can craft observers. But really, in order to do this, I'm going to be having to look at the tutorial. So, if there are any pauses in me talking for any reason, guys, that's the reason. So let me just take a look at this thing and see what I need for the first part. Okay, so 4 observers, 4 pistons, 4 redstone torches, and... why redstone torches? Oh, I see why. Whoop! Okay, yeah, I see why. I see why. I see what he's doing here. Okay, so 4 Observers. Need observers. 4 observers. I can do that. I think. If I haven't already. Where would I find those components? I might have to craft them fresh, which I was not expecting that. Peek in here. No. Peek in there. No. And there's a dropper, but that's not what I need. There is some redstone dust, though, so I'll go ahead and grab that. So I'll need that. Okay. Observers. Am I gonna need rails, I wonder? Kinda doubt it. I'll probably need a mine cart, a rail cart. Or, no, hopper cart. That's it, hopper cart. I lost the word for a moment there. I'll probably need a hopper cart, but that's not as big of a deal as an observer. Observers are a much bigger deal because they're much more expensive. I mean, yeah, they don't cost you iron to make. They do cost you other stuff. Alright, it's looking like I'm gonna have to craft them up myself fresh. Wait a minute, before I do that, there is one more place I can check to see if I've got them. Nope, that's dispensers. Although I am going to need those too, so I'll grab that. I'll grab the quartz, because I know I'm going to need that. I wonder, can allays pick up stuff that's, Can an allay pick up unstackable items like gold swords? Half thinking maybe I can use them in part of the farm build, part of my version of the farm build. But then again, maybe not. Eventually I'm going to have a bundle that's nothing but compasses connected to lodestones in different locations. I've got one lodestone hidden under here, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there it is. In point of fact. That's how I can always find my way back here if I ever get lost. If I don't have coordinates, I just use the compass. The Hobbit Hole. So, yeah, we're gonna have to craft some observers. So far, I definitely need 4. So, 1, 2, 4. And then pistons. That's different. That's gonna be a pain. Gonna need iron for that. Another stack of obsidian that I forgot I had. Nice. Where can I find iron? That's already been processed. That's what I need, and I'm not gonna find it. Alright. Maybe there's some out here? Let's go see. After a while, it gets to a point where you kind of forget half of what you've collected. And half of what you've got, you know? At least that's kind of how it feels at times. Four pistons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Very good. Four redstone torches. And a lever. And that's just for the base of this farm mechanism. So I say let's go put these bits in place, and then we'll come back and see what else I need to get based on what the thing shows. I mean, technically I could put it at this hill at the end of this little area, but I'd rather have some distance between Hobbit's Cove and industrial size farms. For lag's sake, I guess. I should probably elevate this slightly so that I've got room to work on a storage system. Storage and smelting, because there's going to have to be smelting of any golden swords that run through the mechanism. There we go. Alright, that's working out exactly how the thing said it would. Or showed that it would, rather. Alright, so that little piece is done. Now, we need to head back to Hobbit's Cove, get back into the Hobbit hole, and start looking at what comes next. Let me see. This tutorial. Of course. I go to take a look at the tutorial, and it pops up with an advertisement. That's kind of typical of modern internet, isn't it? Go up by 11 blocks, so I'll need a good amount of something. I'm thinking 1 side glass, 3 sides cobblestone. And then put another portal at the top, supposedly. Oh, no. We're not doing another portal quite yet at that point. We're doing... Okay, yeah, I see. Okay. Okay, yeah, I can dig it. I can dig it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. 23 block frame. 23 by 23 block frame. Makes sense. Makes sense to fall in there. Yeah, that's all making sense. So I'll definitely need a good amount of cobblestone for this. See, I don't know all of what I'm gonna need, so I'm keeping some materials on me regardless. I'm gonna want glass. I know that, so... glass blocks. That's where things are gonna be a little difficult. Sand. I need sand. Solid start. Bingo! That ought to do it. Duck back here. Boop, boop. And up here we're gonna put that stuff in. And send it off to cook. Oh, snappo. I forgot. These are blast furnaces, not regular furnaces. some darn reason, blast furnaces won't process sand. I don't see why not. Honestly, I kind of feel like blast furnace should be able to do them. You know, cook them up into glass. Because high heat is what makes sand able to become glass. There we go. Okay, so that's going to take a minute to process. Alright. And while that's taking care of that, I'll be right back. I gotta go check on something real quick. And I'm back. Just in time to take a nap, apparently. And that's just kind of typical. It is kind of typical. Alright, how's the glass processing? Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Processing smoothly. Come to me. Oh, I took one more than I wanted. See, I want to stick with a stack and a half for now, because I don't know if we're going to need all the glass that it originally called for. Alright, taking a look at the thing again. Now I come to learning how to make the lighting and braking mechanism. Because see, the way the gold farm is going to work is there's going to be a big nether portal. It's going to be turning on and off repeatedly. The more and faster it turns on and off, the faster it spawns in zombie piglins, which are going to be the source of the gold and the source of the XP. We set it up right, and we'll be able to have a machine that rapidly spawns in the zombie piglins and gives us a super efficient farm for XP and gold. The guy who made this tutorial actually felt like he had to say, don't use flammable blocks for the next part. Yeah, as if he's got to say that for me. I'm curious what he's doing here. But it does show that I'm actually going to need more observers based on what he's doing in his video. So I'm going to need that back out. And we're going to need... I'm going to go ahead and just make a full set of 8. Now, of course, I don't know all of the materials needed for this thing yet. Still, I'm actually watching this thing as I'm learning what's going to be involved. I'm actually watching the video as I'm following it. So this is going to be different. It's going to be a little different. Okay, I had an... Oh, I know where it is. I was about to say I had another stack of obsidian. Where did it go? I know exactly where it is. It's out here. Ta-da! Why I had it there, I do not know. Are you kidding me? It's decided to rain again. Ah! Why must it rain on my parade? I'm trying to make a machine. A machine that will provide everything I need for gold and XP. And this is what must happen to me? Alright, so to my understanding, this is gonna spawn them in the east, right? I think so. Come out the way the zombie, or come out the way the sunflower's facing. Yep! I'm right. So, sunflower. Is there not sunflowers over here? I feel like there were sunflowers somewhere nearby. Uh-huh. And as I suspected, they're pointing to the east. Good. Good. That's what I thought. Alright, and then in the direction that they spawn in, it creates a portal. Now, I gotta look at the tutorial again, and boom, advertisement. Boom, advertisement. Boom, advertisement. Boom, advertisement. Can we not have to deal with so many advertisements? Oh my gosh. Icing on the cake. This darn thing is is turning to night, and I don't have a spare bed with me. Time to swim for home. Ah, why did it do that? Why did the game make that noise? That noise makes me think of the Ocean Monument Guardians. I'll be honest, sometimes in my brain, in my head, I think of those guys as spikefish. Sometimes I call them spikefish. Or eyefish. Because they got those spikes, they got those thorny spikes. And of course they got that big round eye. Well, not really round eye, but you get my point. And it helps make it so I don't have to think of them as Guardian, and also think of myself as Guardian. That makes sense? I hope so. Because otherwise, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's probably ridiculous either way, but... Alright, let's get on the move back to the construction site. I've got to get this finished. ASAP! Because I want to be able to farm some gold. You'd almost think I was King Midas, wouldn't you? The king who was obsessed with gold. 'Twas known as Rich King Midas. And if you look at him, you'd see a king who knows a thing about his treasury. But meh. Whatever. Up, up, up! Ole! Ole! Alright, so, yeah. We build a portal on the side opposite the one that the zombie piglins are going to come out. And all the zombie piglins are going to come out on the east side, according to what I've heard. Do I know that for certain? No. Am I going to trust that? Yes. Because this tutorial is coming from a Minecrafter who knows what they are doing far better than I do when it comes to something like this. And of course, we will test things if we can. Which I think we will be able to. I have some ideas how we can test it. Going up. Gotta have flint and steel to light the portal when the time comes. Alright, so. On this side... I make a 9-block extension. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yep. I should probably have the little guy pick those up for me and bring them up here. And then this one will be easy. It's 10 blocks out. And this is where the portal should go. To my understanding, it's meant to be a 23 by 23 block portal. And what I just did right there is going to make sense later, but right now it probably doesn't make any sense at all. Rest assured, there is a method to the madness of whatever I'm doing. Okay, so far I'm doing it right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That should be correct. Yep. If you wonder what I'm doing right now, I'm setting it up so I can make a infinite water source up here. Whoop! Wait a second. I didn't bring any buckets. But I did bring iron! I almost had myself concerned for a moment there. There we go. Alright, that is a solid start so far. I want to try to finish this before I sign off if I can. So let's head up here. infinite water source. Water here and here. 2 more buckets. Put it here and here. And then we gotta find where the water ends. See, that is why I did what I did a minute ago. Dropping that block, those blocks down. Oh, signs. That's what I was about to forget. I need to make some signs. Just a few. Actually, not there. Yep, there's the hostile mobs starting to spawn in. Gotta make sure I light this up so that I don't have any spawn up here where I can't deal with them. There's a lot of drones spawning right there. Huh. That's not good. Oh! Well, I didn't mean for that to happen. I might have put the signs in the wrong place, but I don't think so. I think the only thing that matters about the signs is that they keep the water from going down the chute. Oh, for crying out loud. Nope, I did it right. Cool. Alright, so we've got that part set up. We've got it set up where we can actually get... We've actually got the portal, and we can get the zombie piglins to fall into the chute when they start spawning in. However, what we do not have is the system to activate and deactivate the portal. or any assurances that the portal will actually activate or deactivate the way it's supposed to. Okay, let me see here. Let's see if I can see what this guy is doing in the tutorial. Okay. I may actually have to watch this part of the tutorial for myself to properly get an understanding of what's happening here, but... Ow. So far, I'm kind of understanding how this is meant to work. Which, with anything Redstone, that's a good thing. Me understanding Redstone is not exactly common. Not exactly common for me to understand the Redstone that I'm trying to work with. I always have a fair idea of how I want it to work, but that doesn't necessarily correlate to how it is going to work when I'm working on it. Does that make any measure of sense? I wouldn't know. I don't often make sense myself. There's my little guy. Why'd you fall behind, buddy? That was weird. It was weird not having him following me all of a sudden. One moment he was, and the next thing I knew, he wasn't. Oh, shoot. I had it with me the whole time? I had my spare bed with me that whole time. I came back here because I wanted to sleep and skip the night. I didn't realize that I had my spare bed with me. Okay. Alright, I'm kind of seeing what he's doing at the moment. Alright, I'm going to take the spare bed. We're going to head back over there and we're going to see what we can do with what we know of what the guy is doing. One thing I am going to do real quick before we head over, though. I'm going to take your torch. I'm going to give you cobblestone instead. So that if when we get over there, there's still some cobblestone lying around, you'll pick it up for me. Alright, respawn point set. Let's go. Oh, I know why that little guy fell behind. I was running through here when the game was saving and everything froze up. I was the only thing that was moving. I remember now. All the entities were stuck. Because the world was trying to save and record everything. Wow, that thing looks really weird. But kind of cool from a distance. I like it. I do. I like it. I like this. I even like the way it looks. And that's unusual for me. Yeah, there you go, little guy. That's it? Really? Wow, I thought there would be more. Alright, so what the guy is doing next is starting to build a circuit right here. One block out. Puts an observer there. Okay. So... Nope. Oh, dang it. Come back! Ow. Okay, so he puts that observer there, and he makes a chain of observers. Looks to be 5 observers long. So this is 1. Uh-oh. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And then... what next? What next, oh teacher? He's definitely communicating something to his audience, but I'm not able to hear it at the moment. But you know what? That's fine. Puts blocks there like that. And he keeps stressing not to use flammable blocks. That much I've gotten. That there. Boop, boop, bum. And of course this thing decides to do another ad on the tutorial video. There's a row behind it. Trapdoors. A row of trapdoors. What's that for? Okay, well, I can see doot doot, and then that goes balut. That gets extended to cover all of that. And then he's got those trapdoors. Still don't know what those are for. Something tells me they have something to do with lighting the portal. Do I know that for certain? Absolutely not. Although I have a feeling that it does. I'm gonna run off of a feeling here. It's not something I do lightly. In this case, I think it's a safe bet that I know that I've got it right what this is meant for. And he places a lava bucket on top of here. Oh, I think I get it. The trap doors combined with the lava bucket with the lava bit ensure that the portal will light and rapidly. Because of fire spread. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so that's the lighting mechanism. And next he sets up the breakage mechanism. And that is, I think, where we are going to leave it off for tonight. I would love to go ahead and finish this darn thing, but I think this is where we're going to leave it for tonight. Besides, I gotta get a lava bucket before I can continue. So, yeah, I think this is where we're gonna call it quits for tonight, or for this session, I mean. I keep saying tonight because it's nighttime for me already, but we're gonna call it quits for this session for now. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Maybe you found it a little informative on how to... on part of the process of building one of these things. If you did enjoy the stream either way, please be sure to let me know by leaving a like and a comment. Subscribing if you haven't done it yet. Checking out the About page for links to other pages with more content and more ways to support the channel. Sharing the channel with your friends if you think they might enjoy it too. And, of course, by smacking that notification bell so that you don't miss the next stream or video. And with that all being said, thank you once again for watching. I am JGuard01, your guide, bard, and humble host into the worlds virtual and fantastical. And I'll see you all next time right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!